Hey folks, welcome. This is Dag, and I wanted to do a video about walk-around videos. I was super lucky as a friend of mine, Jim, was over at the Air Force Museum over in Wright-Patterson, Ohio, and he texted me and said, hey, there's a Bronco here. Do you want a bunch of pictures since you've got a Hangar 9 108-inch OV-10 Bronco? And I said, you bet your ass. I go take every picture you can. So he took around 213 pictures. Now, I am not going to go through all 213 here. I'm just going to give you a link to where all 213 pictures live. But I wanted to talk about walk-around videos. And folks, the reason these are so important for scale modelers is it gives us a lot of ways to look at detail on the aircraft. And, you know, from rivet lines to hinge lines, to the way the control surfaces are designed, the way that the vortex generators are designed, the counterbalances, you know, for like the trim tabs, which some people don't realize, the trim tabs on many aircraft can have counterbalances, and that's to prevent flutter. It also shows you the static wicks that discharge the static from the airplane. It's just overall really neat to have as many high detailed, very clear walk around pictures that you can get on an aircraft. I personally love finding these on the internet, but they're very hard to find them where they're really clear, they're high resolution, and they're big pictures, okay, that you can actually zoom in and look at different details on. It's just super, super important to have these things. Another thing I want to also point out that's really neat is depending on how old the aircraft is or how nice they've kept the aircraft, you can actually see some of the weathering or the wear and tear on parts, like if the tires are bald or if there's grease leaking from places. And it's just super awesome to have this kind of detail. You know, the brake lines, hydraulic lights, basically the bolts, nuts. You know, I'm going to 3D print rims for my OV-10, and I needed some detailed pictures of the rims for the tires, and just to make it a little bit more detail. So folks, it's just really neat when you can come across really good walk-around videos. And I think what I'm going to do on my website is, you know, Wright-Patterson's an hour and a half from my house. So I think I'm going to go over there and take hundreds, if not thousands, of pictures of different aircraft over the coming months and having all those walk-around videos on my website. Because I keep forgetting just how awesome the resource is that I have, you know, that Air Force Museum so close to me, being over here, you know, basically in Indianapolis, Indiana, and driving over to, well, Wright-Patterson is just under 2 hours or hour and a half. Like the detail on these navigation lights is just exceptional because I'm going to be putting navigation lights on my OV-10. I just think it's really exciting, folks, when we as a community can share these pictures with everybody. Again, they're on my website, dagsdesign.com. And there'll be a place where it says blog, and you can go in there and you'll be able to find these walk-around videos in there. Another neat thing I thought was really interesting is how many times I've found different books with pictures and you can't see them clear, and then you find the detail. Like right here is the little stall tab. Well, I call it a stall tab on the airplane. It's got a little switch in there, and when the airplane hits a critical angle of attack, that's what makes the stall horn go off inside the cockpit. Another really neat thing is just having some overall pictures like this too. So that's kind of it, folks. I hope you enjoy this, and please visit the website and look at the walk-around videos, and have an awesome day and rock on. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.